The University of Michigan is stacking talent at the tight end position, trying to replace superstar Colston Loveland. And they add another one here with the commitment of tight end Mason Bonner. They go out to the Rocky Mountains, as you can see behind me, to land the Denver native. Went to Montana last week to land Matt Ludwig. So this is a national search for NFL talent at tight end, and they landed a very, very good one here with Mason Bonner. Let's take a look at his profile here. So Mason Bonner, 6'6", 200 pounds, from Mullen High School in Denver, Colorado. Somebody who lean, right? 6'6", 200. That's going to be a question mark. He does have that lean, kind of wide receiver frame, but he also brings to it wide receiver ability. Number 4 player in Colorado on 2.475 on the composite. Number 29 tight end, but this guy got major interest. Minnesota, team that's had good tight ends over the years. Miami, a school that's right up there with Michigan, Notre Dame, as these kind of tight end institutions. They wanted Mason Bonner as well. So this is somebody that had real interest, I think goes beyond what you see in his ranking. Let's take a look at the film because Mason Bonner brings a lot to the table. Clearly, the focus with him is the receiving ability. Former basketball player as well. Actually still plays basketball, so he has that ability, and you can see that when you watch his highlights. There he is lining up wide, which is really going to be the feature of his game. This is a receiving tight end. Nice move off the line, nice release, and then go gets the football, red zone mismatch. He was very, very productive in high school. Last year, 617 yards, 18 yards per catch. He said, I felt in my heart that Michigan was home. Michigan's always been one of those schools with that history and tradition and championships, a school they've always watched. What I like, another thing I like about Bonner, again, you see the receiving. He lined up at defensive end when there were some injuries, and he was very productive there, very physical there. His coach singled that out as something that he liked about Mason, because, again, you see the receiving skills. This is not, adjust to the ball, runs routes. This is not just a run and catch kind of guy. This is someone who can find the football and just has that wide receiver fluidity. His coach said this is someone who will do anything for the team. He's the kind of kid you want because he will do anything for the team. 20 tackles as a junior. Again, that's something that translates to the Big Ten level, where you can be a great athlete, very physical, or very skilled, but if you don't have that physicality, it's not going to work. And Steve Kasula from Michigan, the tight end coach, said he liked that about Bonner's, that the defensive end film is actually what caught his attention. Bonner said he liked my defensive film. That's one of the reasons he told me to pull the trigger. My defensive film showed that I'm not scared to be in the trenches. Good bloodlines on Bonner as well. His dad, Sheldrick Bonner, is a Arena Football League legend. He was recently voted one of the top 10 Arena League players of all time, played at Cal State Northridge. So the bloodlines are there. The length is there. The coordination fluidity is there. You've seen the toughness. He already produces that wide receiver. I don't think the route running and the hands is going to be too much of an adjustment. Really, with Bonner, what you're looking at is, can he put on weight? You see him running a nice dig route. Nice route tree from Bonner. He's really not raw when it comes to his receiving. To me, it's going to come down to putting on weight. He does have a little bit of a light frame. So you compare him to Matt Ludwig, who Michigan got a commitment from out of Montana. I think Ludwig, as a wrestler, just a heavier body at 240, more Big Ten ready frame, whereas Bonner's going to need to put on some weight. But it's funny, the last video I did, which you can check on Group Chat Sports if you're a Michigan fan, like and subscribe for content on your favorite team. But to Group Chat Sports here, we cover all kinds of transactions. So we did a video on Ludwig, and even though we compared him to Colston Loveland because he's friends with Colston Loveland, he grew up in Idaho like Loveland, then moved to Montana to play football. They have those similarities, but as a player, I actually think Bonner is more similar to Loveland, just in terms of the ability to get in and out of breaks and route running. Look at him just kind of tap dancing on the sideline there, making what a tough catch that was. So similar in style to Loveland. Loveland was 245 plus, so that's a long way for Bonner to go, but you can't coach that. The balance to not go out of bounds and to go up and over and make that play. If he can put on weight like Loveland did, he's got the length, he's got the route running, which is really, I think, what got Loveland drafted so high in the NFL draft. He has the ability to extend out of his frame and pluck the ball. If he can put on the weight, that is what's going to allow him to be potentially an NFL player like Colston Loveland. So, good pickup for Michigan, developmental player, but somebody who has certain things you can't teach from a length, fluidity, and receiving standpoint, with the toughness to go along on the defensive end. If you are a fan of Michigan or any other program, like and subscribe to Group Chat Sports. We will have you covered all year with transactions, portal, recruiting, coaching changes, you name it. We have it here on Group Chat Sports. We're going pretty much every single day with the world of college football generating news every day. We'll be putting out videos on all the latest commits and breaking them down for your team. So again, if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. And Michigan fans, a lot to be excited about with Mason Bonner, somebody who I think is, look at the toughness there to block. He's got the things he can't coach. Just gotta put on that weight with that great weight program at Michigan. They'll get this guy ready to go. And I think he's got big time upside as a receiving tight end. Like and subscribe. Take it easy.